Blake waiting, looking to the outside, gets it to Christensen. Christensen showing off the speed. Christensen makes a couple misses, cuts it to the outside once again. Cole Christensen walks into the end zone. Hashtag rewind top 5. Cole Christensen, how do you do? So once again, 3rd and 14 from the 1. Can't take a sack here. Ta'ai. He is going to get sacked. Akana with the safety. He was back there in an instance, Brian. The best pass rusher in the state, making plays. Also leads the Stallions in receiving. We'll see if he can get a reception with 8:37 remaining in the first quarter. Go back to the ground. Halu actually kept to the outside by Harris. Harris charging forward. Harris got room. He'll cross the 5. He's in the end zone. Harris with an electric run. Touchdown, Stallions. They tried to do it with Lundeberg. Lundeberg, nice hands from Mulabea. He got beat, but able to poke it out from behind. Erickson up ahead. Erickson lobbing it up, and Jared Garcia punches it home. Whaley's got it. 3-on-2 opportunity. Kick it in the corner. Open shot. Might-off. Can't get it to go. Koroma comes up with it. Koroma feeds Erickson up ahead. Erickson settles in, fires a 3, and buries it. Hunter Erickson, big-time hit. Hello, everyone, and thank you for making Locked On Utes your first listen every single day. We are available on all platforms, including YouTube. Today's episode is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs. With LinkedIn Jobs, you can hire qualified candidates more effectively by matching open roles with people who have the skills, values, and experiences to help you achieve your 2023 goals. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockedoncollege. Terms and conditions may apply. My name is JT Wistrcill, former intern inside the University of Utah Athletic Department. On today's show, we're talking all things Andy Ludwig, which is something we haven't done on this show, but when your offensive coordinator is potentially leaving for Notre Dame, that's what we're going to do. We'll touch on a few things with the Super Bowl and Utah lacrosse to wrap up the show as well. But in order to help me dive into all things Andy Ludwig, it's friend of the show and the former host of this podcast, Brian Brown. And Brian, I think everyone was really caught off guard by this news, but it's just kind of the state of not just college, but the way the NFL and just football in general works when it comes to opportunities open up. When those open, you jump at them. This is all a domino effect from Matt Patricia, who I don't know why he was a good choice for the offensive coordinator job with the New England Patriots in the first place, got canned. So then Bill O'Brien gets elevated from Alabama to go there. Tommy Rees, the Notre Dame offensive coordinator, he then gets elevated to go to Alabama. The trickle down continues. And now Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame are without an offensive coordinator. So they call Andy Ludwig, and he's interested in the job. So I mean, I was absolutely surprised, shocked at the timing. But look, anytime you hear Notre Dame, there's going to be interest. And it makes a lot of sense that he took the interview and the visit. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out. I absolutely agree, because as much as every once in a while you get the Sam Ellinger, right, where we throw up the picture of him in black and white,
Sure,
throwing up the horns, basically, grew up there, loved his school, wanted to go there. And Utah's had that a couple times too. But for the most part, when you pick a school, you're picking the coaches because you have the good relationship with them. You trust them to help develop you too. And I mentioned development because you mentioned individual success too. And that is a huge thing now this Utah program's offering. Clark Phillips, Jalen Johnson, you just mentioned Dalton Kincaid too. If you're an elite player, what can you do? You can come to Utah. You can play early, something Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama,
right.
other schools won't offer, and you can get developed while also winning to become a first-round draft pick or just a high draft pick, which is something all these guys, they dream of playing in the NFL. They dream of playing college football, and they dream of playing in the NFL. So it's a big thing for them, too, that they can come in with a coach they trust and work with them to develop their skill set to put themselves in the best position to have success at the NFL level.
The Utah Utes are back-to-back Pac-12 champs. Hello, everyone. JT Wistrcill of Locked On Utes here. What a performance by this Utah team to get a 47-24 win over the 4th-ranked team in college football, the USC Trojans. And Lincoln Riley's bunch got off to a hot start. They led 17-3, but the Utes, they got rolling. Cam Rising came to life. This running game came to life. Mekhi Bernard, Jaquindon Jackson, the offensive line. Utah dominated the trenches all game long. They did an outstanding job in this game, an incredible job by the defensive line too. Connor O'Toole, Gabe Reed, Samote Peppa, everyone stepping up, doing their best to contribute to a monster Utah win. They're able to be Pac-12 champs once again. A masterful game plan by Morgan Scally, as well as a coach. We know Coach Whittingham, what he does, and Andy Ludwig. The creativity, it was perfect. The performance is masterful by everyone. Dalton Kincaid gave everything he had despite being hurt, and all of that led to the Utes getting a monumental upset in the Pac-12 championship, and they repeat as Pac-12 champs. Keep it here at Locked On Utes for more content all week long. We'll be recapping this game and talking about the Utes back in the Rose Bowl.